We're back with my friend, the amazing Pharrell Williams. I love you. You know how much I love you. Everything you do, I love that song. I love that performance. And it was his idea. He said, did people ever come down and dance? And I said, not so far. And he goes, well, let's do it today. So that was his idea. Thank you. So let's talk about this, because you do, everything you do is a positive message. And now you have a book based on the song Happy.
Yeah, it was a wonderful opportunity given to us by Penguin, and we just thought, you know what, now, I mean, they've heard the song, but this is something tactile, this is kinesthetic, you can like actually touch it and, you know, just sort of spreading the message.
And it's great. It's a little children's book, but it's all positive messages, and you can read that, and they can read it, and your son must love this book as well.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He does. I dedicated it to him and his friends, you know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're using social media for good, as always. Hashtag Read Happy. What is that?
First Book and Penguin have this partnership. And every time someone, just on social media, it's not like you have to buy the book or anything like that, but every time you put hashtag Read Happy, they will donate a book to a child in need. So children in need and areas that need it.
That's great.
Yeah. Up to 50,000 books, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I must ask your thoughts on the upcoming election.
Yeah, sure.
Let's, what are your thoughts?
It's time for a woman to be in there.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Women think about things in a holistic way. It's not just so individual. And I'm saying I'm happy to be a man, but I love women. And the thing is if we had somebody looking after our country that thought about things as a whole, I just feel like it just would be different. Not that I don't love our current president. I just feel like it's Hillary time.
It's Hillary time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I love Hillary, as you know.
Yeah. One of the greatest things is that this is the land of opportunity. One of the things that I feel like we could work on is that we're so easily sensationalized, and I feel like, you know, people are like, okay, we need a president that we could play Scrabble and celebrity with, but that's not who's gonna solve your problems. You know, you need somebody that's gonna take it serious. So she does have a serious tone, but I feel like when things get done, it's by someone who's being serious about it.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing.
We have become a society where it is all about personality and celebrity and charm, instead of it being about the person who's gonna get the job done.
There's some serious ladies out there right now.
I am not one of them. Rarely am I serious. Let's talk about The Voice. You're cleaning up on The Voice. You're doing very well.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm in good company.
You won last year. Yeah, I love all the judges on the. I mean, I think you're all fantastic. But people seem to, because you're a producer and you're, you know, people seem to gravitate towards you. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Do you feel that most people are gravitating? I mean, you know, here's what you never see you do this. Adam is constantly doing that, like begging people, and Gwen is standing up, and then, you know, you've got Blake just doing that the whole time.
Which I love.
Yeah, and you won last year. Do you feel pressure to win this year?
I don't, because last year I didn't go into it thinking that we were gonna win. I just went into it thinking, you know what, I wanna make sure people leave here changed. You know, they come in one way, I wanna make sure that they leave lifted and feeling like they can ascend.
Yeah, you always have a very positive message. You are one of the most gracious human beings, and you are genuinely this guy, and I love this guy.
Thank you.
Hi,
I don't know what kind of high that was.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. I said hi, I'm like, oh. I don't know what kind of high that was. It was a weird high.
Hi back. Like, I'll do it to you back then. How are you feeling about our country right now? What gives you hope?
That's two different questions.
Yep.
How I feel about the country right now is, I think it's a very good thing for us to, you know, for everybody to be on the same page. There's no excuse for all of us Americans to not be on the same page, that we've pretty much lived in two different Americas since the inception of the concept that is America. And if you look at the way people voted, you see, you pretty much see the country divided in that way. And what gives me hope is because we can't pretend that these things aren't real. And if we want to move forward, I guess my hope is that people will reach beyond their comfort zones and ask questions and become more curious versus just assuming that because something is different or someone is different, that there is no thread, that there is no potential synergy between you and that other spirit. And I'm hopeful that we can get to a place where we respect others, and we're not all gonna like the same things. We're not gonna be into the same things, but we have to respect and even, I would dare say, celebrate each other's differences. If we could just get to that place, it would be good. I think this cabinet is pretty diverse, well decorated in terms of diversity. So I feel like there will be a lot of, catalysts for change. But again, it's not just the elected officials, right? It's the citizens. The citizens have to get in line now. We have to want better and do better. That's what gives me hope.
Well, I'm hoping that we all do. I think we all want better. I feel like we all want better. It's about taking those steps and actually acting on it. And as you said, being curious and trying to understand someone else's thinking, even though it's not exactly like the way we think or you think, or it's all about embracing our differences, and that is the common thread. Because as we were just talking about the spirit world, we're all exactly the same. We're all beings and trying to navigate our way through this life. And so let's hope that your dreams and our dreams come true with this new president trying to bring everybody together. That's my hope, that today is Thursday as this airs, and we're all feeling a sense of peace. We were talking about John Lewis's legacy, especially with Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. Your song "Happy" was his favorite. What does that mean to you, that was his favorite song?
I continue to be honored that, a man who has traveled as much as he had so much experience, and so many moving experiences that have that led to like the inspiration for policy change that affects so many other people. Like I'm honored that anything that I could ever make with that man could hear. His dance is like infectious to watch because it's kind of like the same thing. It's like where he just like lets go. And again, it's like, man, I never dreamt in a million years that anything that I ever done would ever ring to someone like him, of his stature, his caliber. That man was an angel. He was meant to do what he did in this world and in this lifetime.
Yeah, he sure was. He was on our show in June, and I believe he died in July. And it was a month before he passed, and he was just so dynamic and so strong. And he was really, as you said, he was an angel. Pharrell, we have to take a break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about your new docuseries, which is very cool. We're back with Pharrell, and that was your new Netflix show, Voices of Fire. Tell everybody about this fantastic show.
Well, first of all, thank you for having it on here. My uncle, who's a bishop, Ezekiel Williams, has a church in Norfolk, Virginia called Faith Ministries. And he himself, grew up a child prodigy of playing piano and for, esteemed, amazing pastors. And when he decided to become a pastor, it was like, well, you're known for playing piano and you've been a prodigy all your life. Your choir has to be amazing. So, Netflix went on a journey with us to sort of document it. It's like a music doc. And it's just been incredibly rewarding RCA heard them and gave them a record deal. So they're working on their album now, which is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It's incredible voices, like you said, incredible voices, and the stories. And you've got a new skincare line called Human Race.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. Tell us about that.
So that's something that we worked on in the middle of like COVID, from scratch. I worked with my beautiful, amazing dermatologist, African-American woman out in New York named Elena Jones, Dr. Elena Jones. It's vegan. It's less than 50% virgin plastic. It's mostly PCR. It's not animal tested. And literally, like, it's the three things that I've always, relied on in terms of skincare, which is a rice powder cleanser, which is ours, because you want to get in there and get the dirt out, right? But then there is this lotus enzyme exfoliator. It takes off the dead layers of skin, which is really important. And then we have the snow mushroom extract for the moisturizer that locks it all in. So that's where I get that glow from.
You do have that glow. Listen, I know it's usually it's sold out, but you brought a set for everyone in the audience. Everybody here in this audience is going to get Human Race. It is available at humanrace.com. Voices of Fire is available on Netflix. We'll be right back.